Hello. So today Diana and I were working on the R sounds, which I know has been kind of a tricky one for us. So I incorporated a new activity to try to help us out. I gave Diana a floss that looks like this, and I had her place her tongue in between the two prongs, and I had her pull her tongue up just like that. And then I had her pull her tongue all the way back to where the back sides of her tongue were touching those molars. And in doing so, this showed Diana the correct placement of her tongue to produce the R sound. Um, and so once her tongue was in that correct positioning, I would have her say the R sound with the floss in her mouth. And when the floss was in her mouth, she produced the R sound beautifully. However, when I had her produce the R sound without the floss in her mouth, she did need some reminding to make sure that she kept her tongue back and make sure that those back sides of her tongue were touching those back molars. So I had a goal of 80% accuracy for her to produce the R sound without the flosser in her mouth. And she got 60% accuracy, which is amazing. It's huge improvement from last session. I definitely think that incorporating the flosser really did show her where her tongue needed to be at in order to successfully produce that R sound. So I definitely think that within the near future, we're going to be hitting that target goal of 80%. So I am going to send you home with some homework. I would like for you to place Diana in front of a mirror maybe just once a night and really have her watch herself as she produces the R sound and really make sure that she's focusing on that correct positioning of the tongue when producing it. If you do have a flosser like this and you want to have her again place her tongue curled up just like that and have her pull it back and have her produce the R like that while she's watching herself in the mirror a couple of times, I think that will be very helpful. And then also having her produce that R sound without the flosser in and just having her do that a couple of times a night, I definitely think is going to help lead to her goal for producing the R sound correctly. And then also throughout the session, Diana and I worked on S blends, meaning that we worked on words that have an S followed by another consonant. So, for example, like SK for sky or SP for space. And we really focused on taking our time and really sounding out each letter of the word. So for this activity, I gave Diana a tin full of sand and I gave her an S blend word and I instructed her to write the S blend in the sand. So for example, if the word was swim, I had her write SW in the sand and then I had her say the word swim. And this really helped Diana focus in on the S blend of the word and really take her time to produce each sound of that word, specifically focusing on that S blend. One thing that I did notice is that Diana started to self-correct during this session, which is amazing, especially compared to last session. I noticed that on occasion, whenever she would say an S blend incorrectly, she would stop herself and she would say the correct word, and which is amazing because last session, every time she produced an S blend word wrong, she would need me to tell her that it was incorrect and to have her try it again, or she would need additional prompting. So very, very excited about that. She was also very, very close to hitting her goal of 90% accuracy for S blends. She was at 84%, so just a couple words short of hitting that goal. So I definitely think within the next couple of sessions, we're going to be hitting that goal. But to help with that, I'm going to be sending you home with this S blend word list. And so I have different S blends ranging from SK, SN, SM, ST, SW, and SP. And so in each column, I also have the S blends in different parts of the word. So they'll either be in the beginning of the word, in the middle of the word, or at the end of the word. So if you just want to pick a couple of these words and have Diana say these words and really have her work on taking her time and really focusing on producing each sound in the word, I definitely think that this worksheet will help us to getting that 90% accuracy in the next coming few therapy sessions that we have. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I will see you guys next session.